Hi, this is Dreama, and today we are doing a tarot reading for a client. And as always, I know the client's name and they know their name, but I won't be saying it during this video. Now, today we're going to be doing a Who is My Soulmate reading. And I've shuffled the cards quite a bit before I turned the camera on, and that's just because I want to make sure I have enough time to explain the cards in detail. Now, I'm going to lay the spread out, and we're using the Gilded Tarot. It's actually one of my favorite decks. I connect very well with this deck, okay? And it's one that I use quite often. Now, what we're using actually is a spread that I call Who is My Soulmate Spread. And it's going to work like this. I'm going to start up here with the card at the top. And we're going to look at that one. And that one basically is going to answer the question, will you ever, the client, find true love? So we're going to go ahead and turn it over and see what we have. Okay, we have the King of Wands. Now, this is a very powerful card. And what I mean by that is it's kind of it's what I call a fire card, okay? It's very red, very bright, and very powerful. So I do believe that this client will find true love. And because this is really not a bad card or anything like that, it does and kind of does have a dark feel to it, okay? And kind of what I'm getting is marriage. So I do think that there will be a soulmate for this person, the client, in the future. And that person, there will be a marriage between the two. Okay? Now, the next question, will the attraction be instant? Or is this some kind of slow burning attraction between the client and their soulmate? Okay, and we have the Ace of Wands. Now, this, again, is a very bright card. As you can see, there's hands holding one wand. To me, this is about rebirth, okay? So I really believe that this person and the soulmate, that, once you meet that person or when you did, this is going to be not a slow burn. This is going to be a very powerful and intense and fiery attraction that the two of you will have, okay? Now, the next question is, what will this person be like physically? Okay. Now, that card actually is going to be this one up here. And we have the Death card. Now, this is interesting because that doesn't necessarily, the Death card doesn't necessarily mean death. Okay. It can mean that there is the end of something. But as we're looking at this question, what will this person physically be like? What I'm getting from this card, there's a person, the Death card, and they're kind of, they're actually a skeleton. And below it, there is a shield with a horse. So what I'm getting is that physically this person will be thin. Not skeleton thin, of course, but thin. But also very athletic, because the horse is also in this card. And the horse is a very strong, powerful person, very athletic. So that's kind of what I'm getting, is this person will be thin, but still very athletic and a very strong person physically, okay? Next, our next question is, what will this person be like emotionally, okay? The High Priestess. Now, this is an interesting card as it deals with emotions, because this card, to me, this is about completeness. The Priestess is powerful, she's wise, and behind her is a circle. So this person will be a complete person, not a person that is damaged, beyond repair. Emotionally, they'll be a very strong person. A person who's very wise, okay? They're not going to be anyone, they're going to be someone that has made mistakes in their life, but they've learned from them, okay? All right, now our next question is going to be, are there any issues maybe that you and this other person that may delay a meeting with your soulmate, okay? And we have the Four of Pentacles. Now, this is an interesting card because I'm not sure how well you can see it, but it is a man, and he is holding an armload full of pentacles. And what I'm getting from this card, you know, basically is that it looks like there's some problems with possessions. Kind of like clinging on to possessions that may delay you in meeting and kind of hooking up with your soulmate. And whatever these are material possessions I'm getting that you or they may be holding on to because they don't want to give those up. And I'm not sure what they are, but I really believe there's some sort of material possessions. It could be that this person has some things that they need to clean out and get rid of before there can actually be a meeting between you and your soulmate, okay, or a kind of hooking up. Now, the next question we have is, are there any issues that this person may need to deal with that's preventing them from being in a relationship, okay? And we have the Two of Cups. And this is an interesting card because the Two of Cups it's basically a very good card. It's a very bright card. So what I'm getting is that this person, your soulmate, it looks like they are quite ready for a relationship, but you know, there seems to be something going on in their life, some sort of union. I'm not sure. They may be with someone else, some kind of union, I think, that is preventing it from happening right now, okay? And I think it has a lot to do with these possessions. The two are kind of tied together. So this person, I do believe, is either in a relationship or is in the progress of getting out of a relationship. And whatever it is, they're still tied to that old life, okay? All right, and lastly, where and when will you meet this person, okay? And we have the Ten of Wands. Now, this is an interesting card because I'm not sure if you can see it, but there's a man and he's carrying a very, very heavy load, okay? And the card, the top of the card, there's a moon. So this is under the cover of darkness. Now, as far as when, this will not, any tarot card will not give you an exact date of when you will meet that person. The only thing we can do is, our best estimate would be a season or time of the year. And what I'm getting here is that there's green grass, so this obviously is a time of year where things are very green. So I would say in the spring or early summer. What concerns me is that it's dark and he's carrying these wands and kind of sneaking off. So what that tells me is that when you meet this person, they may not be free of this other relationship, and they may feel they need to meet with you under the cover of darkness, okay? And kind of, you know, within a shroud. So you may want to be very careful, but this person is your soulmate. So I really think that even though you may have to wait this out, and it may be a very heavy burden for you to carry, this is something that you should wait out and should, you know, go with, because this definitely is your soulmate. But I don't think they're going to be free from these other influences before you meet them, okay? All right, that does conclude my reading for today, and I'd like to thank everyone for joining me, and I do hope to see you all again.